Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, July 6th, 7th, and 8th, the sun is in Cancer and the moon is in Aquarius. This combination was what Lady Di was born with. It's such a compassionate combination. Cancer is the feeling of being the mom, of being the caretaker, of being the one who really does deal internally with their outer world. So they take everything home, they take everything personal. We understood that Lady Di had a food disorder, like the quality of internalizing and not feeling comfortable. But the moon in Aquarius relieves that because it's detachment. Ding, ding, ding. You have this freedom over here. So it's a wonderful combination, Cancer and Aquarius. And July 6th is the Dalai Lama's birthday. And he's one of my heroes. I think I've had lifetimes being a Buddhist. I just have the strongest feeling because I've always been in love with him. His representation of being able to give his heart in the name of being hurt. Like, this is such a Cancer story, that he lost his land, the Portala. He was for 5,000 years living inside of a structure where all the ancient practices that were given to them by the Buddhists, that were continued generation after generation. In came the Chinese, down went that space. He had to move to India and has never been able to go home again. Do you know what that's like for a Cancer? To never go back to their history, to never go back to their home, and to have the Portala turned into a unbelievable fiasco. It's so embarrassing to even talk about what's going on there. It's so disturbing. So the quality of the moon in Aquarius is you detach. This is the high road of Cancer and Aquarius. The Cancer feels the pain. The Aquarius detaches and it asks this question: what am I supposed to be learning? What's the teaching? Okay, so if it's the Dalai Lama, it's his birthday, he had to learn letting go. Well, I'll teach everyone, because the Buddhist practice is all suffering comes from attachment. So if I can learn, said the Dalai Lama, the ultimate Buddha, how to not be attached, but to actually serve my whole culture, because he's the head, he's the leader of so many monks, how to be kind in the face of violence, how to put down your arms. That is so Cancer Aquarius. Take the emotional body, detach, let go of your attachment of what you think it should be, because there's the suffering, and accept what is. So all that is to say, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, here we, bye-bye July 4th, here we are in this moment in time where we have an opportunity to accept what is, to turn on the observer and ask the question, what am I supposed to be learning? And Mercury being retrograde is the exact, and I caught it this time. Mercury being retrograde is exactly the opportunity. Did you notice we used a teddy bear for Cancers, retrogrades? Mercury being retrograde is a great chance to say, I can look now with my observer on, moon in Aquarius, what creates my suffering? It's always going to be attachments. It's always going to be wanting it to be some way. The high road of Cancer Aquarius is, just as the Dalai Lama represents for us, acceptance. Letting truth be acceptable even when you don't like it. That's not really easy, especially when the sun in Cancer is opposite Pluto and Jupiter, and it will become Saturn down the road. But there's this big, strong opposition where Cancer, the sensitivity, is being asked by this opposition and by the moon in Aquarius. Can you take your emotional body at times when you're really feeling moody, Cancer, when you're really feeling emotional, Water, and say, my moon's in Aquarius today and I'm going to detach. I'm not going to indulge myself. There's times to indulge and there's times to detach. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I'm going to suggest you guys, I have a book called The Missing Element that teaches you how to turn on your observer, figure out where you're indulging, where it is that your emotional body gets tripped up, and put on the voice of compassion. I love sharing with you the voice of compassion. Astrology Answers hired me to do this for you, to say to you, detachment, when the emotional body is really at a high pitch, is the highest road to come into acceptance and compassion for what is. That's what I think we should all be doing, accepting what is with compassion and knowing how to be kind. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the 4 elements and discover which elements and signs you're most compatible with, which everybody wants to know, click the link in the description to sign up and get instant access to my Elemental Compatibility PDF, and you can find out who you really do get along with.